Hey there, Becca here from Inside the Square. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how you can link your Squarespace website to the Google Material Icons database, which will give you access to hundreds of free icons that you can easily use in your Squarespace website. I'm going to walk you through the installation process step by super simple step, and all of the codes and other links that I use in this video are in the description below. Let's hop on into my demo site and get started. Alrighty, here we are in my demo site, and really quickly, this is the URL for the Google Material Icons database. If you navigate there, you'll be able to see all of the hundreds of icons that they have available inside Google, and this is where you'll find the name of them. So this one at the very top, check circle, is what we're going to use for our example. By clicking on it, you'll see I've got the name right here. This is going to be an important part for all of the codes that we're about to use, okay? Cool, so I've got this linked in the description below, but let's hop on into my demo site and I'll show you how to actually install this font or this link between your site and the Google Material Icons database. You ready? The number one thing that we need to do is add the font family code into the header of our website, our entire website, not a single page. So I'm going to scroll down here. This right here is the line of code that we're going to add. A quick side note, if you're watching this on YouTube, I can't use these little angle brackets for the left and the right caret there. I can't use those in a YouTube description. If you're on my blog, this should be linked directly below, but if you're on YouTube, make sure you type a left caret, then all of the text, and then a right caret, okay? Cool, I'm gonna grab this whole thing, and we're gonna navigate to Settings, and then scroll all the way down to Advanced right there. Clicking on Advanced, we can select Code Injection. At the time of recording this, that's our third option. Now, you might have used Code Injection on your site. You could have a Google Analytics tag here or a Pinterest verification tag. If you already have data there, don't worry, just enter a new line and paste this new line of code right there. Okay, now that we've added that, we'll go ahead and hop out of Advanced. Now, there are three different ways that we can reference these material icons in Squarespace. The first one doesn't require any custom CSS. It's by adding a code block. So I'm just going to hop into edit mode on this page, and I'll show you how to do that. Now, I'm going to grab this text right here. Now, here in edit mode, at the very top of this extra text, which we will reference later, I'm just going to click the plus sign, and I'm going to say code. And by clicking here, I'm just going to paste what I had right there, which says span class material icons, check circle. Okay, we're good there. I'll click out of that content block and we'll say save. And now that check circle is going to show up. That's the icon that we have over here. However, it's really small, it's not centered, and there are many other things we can change about it using custom CSS. So let's go ahead and do that before we review these other two options, okay? I'm gonna hop all the way back to my main menu, and I'm gonna select Design, and then scroll down to Custom CSS. Now here I'm going to type period material icons, and then open up a curly bracket and say font size, let's go 4 REM. And now it's much bigger. I can also change the color. Let's say I want it to be purple. Pretty cool, right? We can use custom CSS to change this as an individual font, changing the size or the color for the icon that we want to see. Now, there are two other ways to use this font. I'm going to go ahead and remove the code we just added. The other opportunity that we have is to assign it to an existing font family. This right here is an H4 text where I wrote check circle. If we hop back into Google Icons, you'll see that was the name that we grabbed for that particular icon. So back in my demo site, I can actually say H4 font family material icons. And now it'll change it to the circle. I can also adjust the size again by saying font size 4 REM. So it displays much bigger, but will respond to any other thing I've assigned to that H4. But this is super important. If we scroll down here, you'll see I had another line of text that was also H4. Because I'm using that on this website, I don't think we should assign it to that font family because it might mess up some other things. So let's assign it to a brand new one that we don't normally type with, an H5. I'm going to change this 4 to the number 5. And everything will go back to how it was. I'll select save, and we can use a markdown block to insert an H5 font family. Hopping into edit mode, I'm going to scroll down here and click the plus sign, and I'm going to say markdown. There we go. And now I'm going to scoot this over so we can see our notes here. All I have to do is use 5 hashtags or pound symbols and then that exact same name that I used for the H4, check underscore circle. So right here I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I'll say check circle. And now we can see that assigned to the H5 inside our website. So that's a great way to automatically enter that from a markdown block, easily assigning it to a font family so you don't have to use a code block every single time you want to use an icon. I'll go ahead and select save. And hopping back here into our code, again, we can adjust there we go, had to wait for the website to catch up. Now hopping back into our code, again, we can adjust the font size very easily. If we want it to be gigantic, we can move it up to 10. We can also change the color. Again, I forgot about that one. Color teal, there we go. Whatever you'd like to do to change that style of the particular font can be done in custom CSS, and it will show up anytime we use an H5 in a markdown block because we said, hey browser, if you see an H5, that belongs to this font family. Now, whatever you do, just make sure you select save when you're done and you'll be good to go. Alrighty, that's it for this tutorial. The steps we just went over and all the links you're gonna need to install those icons on your own website are listed in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to learn more about all the cool things you can do with Squarespace, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I post a new tutorial every single Tuesday. Thanks again for watching, and most importantly, have fun with your Squarespace website. Bye for now. If you liked this tutorial, you'll love my Squarespace CSS cheat sheet. I took all of my pro tips and custom codes specifically for Squarespace and put them into one gigantic PDF. Available now at insidethesquare.co/CSS. That's insidethesquare.co/CSS.